In 1918, a salesman came into the dipping room of Johnson's Candy Company and showed a candy to one of the dippers, who said that it looked like a turtle. Johnson soon trademarked that name, and in 1923 changed their company name to Demetz, which is the name we still buy it under today. An off-replicated recipe, the name Turtles has gone the way of Jell-O and Post-it notes and being associated with all versions of the tasty treat. But today we take the original and put them up against a couple of hares. Will the competition race to victory, or will pecan and caramel win the race? You tried that. You tried that. I'm Nick Novak on that pal. Chad Hancock.
Howdy.
Nick Geiger.
Hello.
Real quick, do you think, so you said that now the Turtles was the original name and then other stuff imitates it. Do you think like the famous Galapagos animal is also named after this snack?
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You mean the famous Demetz turtle?
Natural selection saw the candy and then said...
What?
And said, let's make a creature just like that.
Looks nothing like this candy, but we'll give it the same name.
That's also how the lion got his name. It's like, oh, it looks like a lion bar.
Right.
Yeah.
So in another million years or so, an actual turtle will look exactly like this candy.
Mm-hmm.
So be on the lookout.
Mm-hmm.
So
and in another million years, the Hancock offspring line will look exactly like a Reese's cup.
So I took me and my family went to a escape room recently, and I'm 10-year-old twin girls, and they had never been to one.
Prison? Is that what it was called?
Yes, it was Let's See Escape.
Yeah, the listeners don't know this, but Novak is currently recording from the escape room. He hasn't gotten
not out.
He looks like he's like starving to death.
It's like there's only a certain like shape that a creature can fit through, and so we have to live in this for a million years until we evolve into a shape that can fit out through the bars. So my girls didn't understand how it worked when you went in, and they like saw a picture of 3 people who could be the murderers on the wall, and you have to find the clues for it. And they're like, let's find out about these 3 guys. And I'm like, that's not how it works. Just fucking look for number combinations.
They're doing canvassing the scene for interviews and stuff.
What you are describing is much more fun than what we are about to do.
They're like, well, that guy looks 5'11", so 5, 1, 1. No, not it.
So we go through the whole thing. They did good. They had fun. We got to the last clue, couldn't figure it out, and did not make it out of the room. And the lady comes in and says, do you want to know what the last clue was? And we're like, yeah, sure. So you had to weigh these things on the scale, and then you had to subtract that number from this number in the papers. And I was like, I'm like, I could have been in here for fucking all day and not figured that out. Yeah. So I mean, it's just like random bizarre stuff. I think it would be a fun thing to make up, but definitely bizarre. And then all I could think about on the way home is what I really want to do is go back, like when there's a different worker there days later,
right,
knowing every single clue and like pretend that I'm just finding them out and be like, oh yeah, let me see here. This has got to be 815. I see the 815. And just like figure the whole thing out in 5 minutes. Be like, oh, open this thing. Oh, here, I'll open this one. Just one at a time.
Oh yeah, that guy does look 5'11". Okay. Oh wait, that's not it.
Demand your money back. This was too simple.
Which one of these books up here would have a secret hiding place? This one looks good. Oh, there it is. There's the key. Right in there. Just flying through it and come out in 4 minutes. Oh, it's too fucking easy.
I did an escape room maybe like 2 years ago with some folks from work. And it was definitely, like, we escaped with maybe 10 minutes to go in the hour or something like that. But it was one of those things where there was 6 of us, and I for sure never would have done it. Like there was some clues that I figured out, like some of the more math-based ones. But I remember one of them was like there was like a box with like holes in it, and you had to like smell. There was like different scents coming out of the boxes that you had to use to like solve a puzzle. And like I have like a shitty sense of smell, so I'm like, all of these smell like box. Like I don't know what. They're like one of them's supposed to be like cinnamon and fucking I don't know, whatever.
So it smells like someone took a dump in it. That's right.
Did you like that?
But so fortunately, we had like other people who were able to figure it out. And there was another one that was like musical based, right? Like involved like being able to read musical notes, which I for sure cannot do. Like, I mean, I used to be able to do that in like 3rd grade or whatever, but can't remember the last time I read a sheet of music.
You read sheet music in 3rd grade?
I was in like band, right? Like I played trombone,
half note and whole note and stuff like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, mostly like I played trombone for a couple years because I wanted to play the instrument that lets you go like like I was that was really
That's
cool.
What it does. It was down to trombone or slide whistle, and you picked trombone.
Yeah.
They're playing some like great Mozart number, and they're right to the end. Do do do.
Fucking Hancock. Yeah, we did an escape room for work, like a team building thing, and it was funny only because the people involved. So like we went there and they had this super sarcastic lady that was like our like person that helped us through it, and like we all had to like put like nicknames on a tag and give ourselves a team name. And my boss at the time, the guy who set it up, was being like real like like joking about everything. And so literally halfway through, she stops writing down the names, and he made some other terrible like joke to her. And she looked up and she goes, "So you're one of them," and just kept writing. And I started cracking up. And they went inside, and like it was a zombie escape room. So you go into the room, and it's the same thing that Novak described, where these arcane clues that you're supposed to somehow know, like, oh, well, the 3rd book from the left had a W on it, which means west. So you go to the west side of the room and you weigh, the scales, and then you stand around, you fart in a box.
Yeah, obviously.
Chad smells it and reads sheet music or whatever. So there was a big bureau at the end, and no one had gone in it. So I'm like, I just walked up and opened it up, and this lady is inside, chained up, dressed like a zombie, like with makeup and stuff. And she goes, ah! And she comes like staggering out. And I'm like,
she's like not part of the escape room. It's just like,
she's like, Myrtle never made it out of the room. So she, like, the premise now that she's loose is that every like 10 minutes more chain comes out so she can reach us, and like if she touches you, you're like dead and have to go in the corner of the room, and like the rest of you can't help anyone like with the rest of the clues. And I just
that's fun.
Staring in the fucking corner with like a dunce cap on or something.
So wait, you opened it and let her out, and she touched you like 2 minutes into
No,
the
she didn't touch
like...
me. Like you could tell that you opened it and she just kind of like, like she couldn't reach me. Also,
but you touched her, and that was the problem.
Yeah. And they're like, sir? And I was like, yeah, now you're dead. She's like, I wish I was. I was like, yeah.
We made her up to look unattractive.
Yeah, I'm like taking my shirt off. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, catch me. No, but like she like this poor woman is like having to like, so for the next almost like 45 minutes to an hour, just rah, and she's like rolling around on the ground trying to catch our ankles. And
wow.
Like, this is your job? Like, you can't get another job? Like, this is what you gotta do? Like,
is that what you said to her?
Yeah, that sounds kind of fun, actually.
I just stood over her. You piece of shit, get a real job.
And she's like, sir, why do you smell like the feces box? You haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah. So we're like, we hadn't gotten anywhere. Like, we're all like, because you're like sprinting around trying to find clues and dodge her. So like, people are like leaping over her to get to the other side of the room and stuff.
Please tell me she like had to go to the bathroom and gave you a clue. She's like, I gotta pee. It's 518 is the key to that clue.
Well, the other lady that was like the like administering it, like definitely like she looked at me and she like looked down at the carpet and kicked the cord of the carpet, and it flipped up, and there was clearly like a piece of paper in there. And I looked down and she looks at me and just slowly nods her head. And I come over again and she goes, this is taking too long. So later, like we got like 3/4 of the way through and it was done. And she's like, gives us our evaluation. She's like, well, some of you did good. You guys figured that thing out. And you were really good at picking up at my clues. And she pointed at me. I was like, yeah, I just waited for you to tell me something. And then she's like, but actually you all failed because what we actually forgot to do was lock the door. So you could have just left. I was like, oh, whoops. I guess I never checked that. But
what kind of dickhead does that in an escape room? You didn't lock the door. I'm leaving.
Oh.
Paid you $100. Now I'm out.
The zombie's like, fuck, I got all this makeup on.
You forgot to lock the door. Now take my picture and put it up on the fucking wall of champions.
Wall of champions.
I would have won anyway. I knew that box smelled like a half note. Didn't matter.
Yeah, and then they arrested me for assaulting that zombie. But it was overall kind of weird, but it was sort of fun.
We just did like a couple weeks ago. They set up like a virtual escape room at my company, which was like everybody jumps on like a like a video chat or whatever, and then the guy like sends you to a web page that he's created. And then, there's like clues on the web page and it leads you to like another web page. And it's like this whole thing. And everybody's like trying to figure it out on like the video chat or whatever. And he's just like watching the whole time, like, like taking notes or whatever. And so we escape. And then at the quote unquote, and then at the very end, he's like giving us notes and he's like, all right, so this was interesting. So, the first 3 clues you solved very quickly. It was quite impressive. Now the 4th clue, you were a lot slower than many other teams that have done this. I'm like, why are you fucking bagging on us, dude? Like,
now we had another one. They tried to do one this week, actually, the same thing. It was like, but they did it through our company. And
did a zombie come up on Zoom?
Zombie was on Zoom. And I was like, nice. I took my shirt off and you again. No, it was like, it was a kind of lame too, because they tried to turn it in. It was a company sponsored one. So it was a escape room / like security training. So it was about like email phishing and stuff.
Oh my
God.
God.
And it was like, click on the correct URL of a legit email for the next clue. I'm like, fuck you guys.
Taking all the fun out of it. Like whatever little fun there is out of a virtual escape room. Completely sapped out with that.
The best part of all of it is after like a clue and a half, the server crashed, so we couldn't even access any of the sites. It was like, well, really sorry about this. It doesn't work. It was like someone trying to do... It was like a Sherlock Holmes theme, but my company is German based, and so it was like people with German accents trying to do Sherlock Holmes voice. It was actually pretty hilarious. Elementary, my dear Watson. That was terrible. That's not German. That's fucking Transylvanian. But yeah,
I feel like the server crashing 5 minutes in is like the virtual escape room equivalent of the door being unlocked.
I've had good luck.
All right.
All right.
I want to see the Zoom list of like 10 faces on there, and then there's a zombie and it just says zombie written underneath them, like it's their name. Then there's one that just says box of shit.
And then there's one with like a guy with a pipe and it just says German Sherlock.
He's smoking a bratwurst.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get into the snacks here. We've got 3 snacks. We're going to rate them on a 5-point scale. I love that, like that, indifferent to that, dislike that, and hate that. Let's start with the Kit Kat this time around. This is the Kit Kat Duos, and I have started to see commercials for these and advertisements. There are a number of different varieties. This one is a Kit Kat Duos mocha and chocolate crisp wafers in mocha cream with coffee bits and chocolate. I have seen a mint one as well, and I know there's a few of them.
Yeah, I got this one specifically. I saw this and I thought of you, Geiger.
Yeah.
I feel like this was something that you would like.
It smells very mocha if you smell the top.
The top half is like sort of a much lighter box of shit color versus like the dark is the normal traditional chocolate color.
Because it's kind of like working in a haunted house, right? That if you're stuck as a zombie because those people are probably sitting there pretending the whole time, but it's a little less awkward because the people are just sitting there much less scared than they would be in real life.
Yeah.
Like trying to work through clues while you make zombie
It's
noises.
like someone doing a crossword puzzle while you roll around on the floor and moan. It's kind of weird. Like, also, like if I hadn't gone and opened the cabinet right away, like if none of us had touched the cabinet, she'd been sitting in a dark cabinet with chains on for an hour.
She just falls out, suffocated from nowhere.
Yeah, do you think they have like some entertainment in there? Like there's like a TV in there or something that she gets to watch until you open the door, and she's like, "Damn it, we were just to like the contest episode of Seinfeld when you open the door, asshole," or something like that.
It's like it goes quiet and you can just hear like the Curb Your Enthusiasm music coming from inside the cabinet.
It's a sub. It's just like some like 60-year-old man like reading a paper, and you're like, oh, give me a minute here. Yep, yeah.
Gotta pull up my pants. Sorry, I was taking a dump. Prepping the box for the next group.
The entire escape room experience is boxes full of shit. Now what clue can you detect from this one?
Yeah, it's like, all right. What fruit do you take notes of in this feces? Cranberry?
Here's a clue. I eat lots of corn.
This lock is 4 letters. Anyone 4-letter word from this room? Yeah, I got an idea.
Poop. Wrong. It was shit.
He called the shit poop.
Okay, so Geiger, what do you think of this Kit Kat duo?
Let's talk about food for 30 seconds on this fucking podcast. Yeah.
Quick, so we can get back to the
anyway, like that. Okay, so I took a shit in a box, right? I think it's tasty. Chad is right. This is up my alley. Kind of coffee flavored chocolate candy. Kit Kats are a very middle of the road candy for me. They're fine. I don't think they're outstanding, but these are good. I think it's got little coffee bits in it as well, which you can really taste. I don't think the mocha is what I'm getting the most flavor from, although it does have kind of a creamy, almost like a coffee with cream flavor on the top, but you can really taste the little bits of coffee, especially in the aftertaste, which I like. And it's got chocolate. I think this is really good. It's a strong like that for me. Not a love, but this is tasty. I'm imagining I'm probably alone on that island, but for now, it'll start with a like.
What do you think, Chad?
I will say the coffee is not as strong as I was sort of expecting. And It's more of like a creamy coffee, where some of these coffee, like coffee nut M&Ms or something like that, it really hits you with that coffee, I feel like. But this one's a little more milky, which is not so bad. The aftertaste does suck. I will say that. But I don't hate them like I kind of thought I would. So, and there's enough of that Kit Kat chocolate there, and the wafer is still pretty good. So I'm just going to give them a dislike.
I agree with what you said. The coffee is not strong, which is a huge plus. It does smell like coffee if you put it right up to your nose, but if it was put in a box and the holes were not that big, then I probably wouldn't be able to identify this.
You just right up, you're like, Kit Kat duos, I'm an escape room genius.
The minute you start smelling it, I'm like, here comes the box joke. There's a box. In 3, 2, 1. Anyway, it's a box.
So I actually, half of this thing, surprisingly, I would never buy it. Now, the fact that I'm going to give it an indifferent to dat is really a plus for this thing.
That's an endorsement from you.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Because I expected to dislike it. So if you do like coffee, I think you'll be in the same boat as Geiger, and you would really like this. So even though it's getting sort of a middling score, if you're a coffee lover, I think you should give it a shot. So the next one, what is the official name of this thing?
I think it's Yoki Uvochi Pokaka, which is Portuguese for like I, you, and Pokaka. I don't know what that third word is in Portuguese.
I don't even know where you see those words on here.
It's right there on the front.
No, mine doesn't say that.
Oh, what does yours say?
Yeah, mine doesn't say that at all.
Oh, then I guess that's not the name of it.
Ours both say, and we translated ours through.
Oh, that's what you
Google.
were texting.
Yeah.
And it was like, I would trade you this candy for a smile.
Okay, let me translate what mine says before. Then maybe it's just called Yoki.
Yoki's for sure but it does say the Paco Quinha de Amendium at the bottom.
What does it say? Say it again.
That's the code. You're gonna need that to get
out. So mine says I plus you plus peanut candy equals heart. So
what's the little thing on bottom say? the part at the bottom of the package.
Pacoquinha de amendium at the very bottom.
This is Google Translate the podcast.
How do you say, excuse me, sir, I'm not interested in you in zombie on the Google Translate?
Little peanut butter.
Little peanut. Well, we'll call it little peanut butter.
So yolky little peanut butter.
So what it is basically a small rectangle of... it does have a peanut butter feel to it, but breaks apart pretty easily.
At first glance, it reminds me of some of those peanut candies we've had in the past, but maybe a little more stable. You know, a lot of those, like we would take them and they would just like disintegrate immediately.
It's kind of good peanut butter flavor too, I think. Like it's stronger, like saltier than some of the others.
It's better than the other ones we've had of this.
For sure.
It's still going to be tough. It's as much as it does stay together more, it still does break pretty easily. It's very salty.
Yeah, but it doesn't just disintegrate into powder like some of the other ones did.
Right. What do you think, Chad?
This is really good. This is really, really good peanut butter. The problem is that just peanut butter by itself, right? Oh, man, I really wish this thing was coated in chocolate. But I think this is really, really tasty, actually. This is good peanut butter. It's not too sweet. It's nice and salty. Going back and forth. I think I'm going to give him a love dat. I think it's pretty good.
Ooh.
I think it's pretty good. I was right there, borderline love to like. I don't know, maybe it's a high level like, but I'm just in a generous mood today. I think I am going to just barely squeak it into the lowest level of love dats.
Wow.
Whew. I'm very far off from you. I don't know what there is to love about the thing, honestly. I do like the actual bits of peanut that are throughout that give it a little bit of a crunch. Without that, I think I would probably be in the dislike zone. I didn't even eat the whole thing, and I already don't want to go back for more because it's too one note. Like you said, it needs chocolate or something. The peanut butter's fine. I was debating between a dislike and an indifferent. I'm going to go with an indifferent to DAP because the flavor's good. I could eat it, but it doesn't not blowing my socks off like it was for Chad. So
I'm going to switch it back to high level like because I'm thinking about it, and it's like even if I saw this in the store, I wasn't going to like rush to buy it, I think. But I do still really like it. But I'm going to switch to a like.
Geiger, what do you think of little peanut butter?
I think it is tasty. I mean, I'm not surprised Chad liked it, especially given how much Chad likes peanut butter. I am kind of surprised it was a love, only because, or originally at least, because it is just peanut butter. But it's a really, like I said before, I think of these type of like compressed peanut or peanut butter snacks, this is clearly the best one. It's got a little bit of moisture that at least keeps it, like Chad was saying, a little more composed rather than like breaking apart in the minute we put it in our mouth. And like the problem with those other ones, they were so dry. This one isn't, and it's got really good, and there's enough salt in it. It's not just like a super sweet peanut. I'd say it's a solid like that. I like it. I wouldn't go love, but I mean, it is good. I think I ate the whole thing. Granted, it was like the size of a small like eraser. It's not really difficult to eat, but no, it was good.
2 likes and an indifferent. Little peanut butter out in the lead. So it is segment time. Geiger, what do you got?
Yeah, well, we already ate the Kit Kat duos. So we can't do that again for the segment.
So our segment is we're eating another one. Look under your chairs.
Look under
escape room?
It's escape room. Okay, hold on. Now,
guys, I forgot to prepare the segment. The segment is turtles. Let's eat the turtles.
All right, here's the segment. It's escape room. Now, I'm going to send you 6 fraudulent emails. You figure out which one. Okay, so no, we ate the Kit Kat duo, so I thought, let's explore a little bit what some of the best duos amongst various genres there are, and we will have a mini duos tournament. Okay, so
all right,
I have 4 different brackets. I will run them through you guys, and then if there is a tie, like you each pick one or the other, then I'll break the tie. So we will start with the food bracket because we are a food podcast. Clearly, we've spent at least 5 minutes of this 30.
So how many duos are in this thing total?
How many duos? You're going to make me count.
And how many individuals?
It's just 4 brackets with 4 teams each. So we can do this quickly.
So 16 duos or 16 individuals?
I'm not doing math. I don't know what you want me to say.
So this will take us longer than the escape room.
Moving on, food bracket. First one, a couple of classics here. Mac and cheese versus peanut butter and jelly.
I see. I get it now.
Duos. Yeah. You get it now? What was confusing before?
What the fuck is a duos? What is a duos?
What is a duo? It's it's like two things.
I got
It's
it
two
now.
things.
I got it. Mac and cheese.
All right.
So the individuals are mac and the other individual is cheese.
I'm not doing math. You're not doing understanding of what duo is. That's fine. Okay. You're not...
Get this thing on the fucking tracks.
I
Get it
asked you a
started.
Question. Fucking answer.
Chad, you go first.
I mean, we know what
mac and
Chad's saying.
cheese.
Yeah.
Easy mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese. One
I
of my
don't
top
think it's
favorite
easy.
foods. I think it is very easy.
I know you like PB&J, so that's why
I love peanut butter and jelly. I do. I love them both. I love peanut butter and jelly. I could eat it all the time. I think it's perfect together. But mac and cheese, I'm actually going to go mac and cheese.
All right. Mac and cheese advances. Were I to chime in, I might have gone PB&J only because mac and cheese makes me shit my pants. All right.
Yeah. But you did rank mac and cheese higher way back in our Mount Maricamore with friend of the podcast, Chrissy.
How the fuck do you remember that? Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Cool. I don't remember if I could have ate mac and cheese yesterday and not remembered. I'm glad that you've got such a good memory. All right. The second half of the bracket, another couple of American classics: bacon and eggs or burger and fries.
Oh, easy. Burger and fries. I don't think it's bacon and eggs is great. I'm down
Not
for
bad.
bacon and eggs.
Not bad. Bacon and eggs. Yeah.
But it can't be burger and fries.
No, for
You think
sure.
so?
Burger and fries, the best.
I probably would have voted bacon and eggs. I eat bacon and eggs a
That's
lot more than I do
that's a
burger and
bullshit
fries.
answer.
I'm not a huge burger guy. I think I've said that before.
Also a bullshit answer.
I eat a lot of breakfast eggs, but I actually don't eat a lot of bacon. And it's not that I don't like bacon. I do like bacon a lot, but like sometimes it can just be too much.
Yeah.
You know. But I will never turn down a burger and fries.
Do you put bacon on your burger typically?
Sometimes, but not always.
You're a hypocrite. You know who?
Why?
You could put egg on a burger. My
Yeah,
wife
I
loves fried egg
love
on a burger.
putting a egg on a burger. It's great.
Scrambled eggs?
No,
I know.
poached. Everyone knows poached.
Yeah. Hard-boiled egg. Everyone knows that. All right. Okay, so to close out the food bracket then, it is mac and cheese versus burger and fries.
Okay, now that one's hard.
Yeah, I know. I figured.
It's not hard.
Oh, wow.
Burger and fries is unbeatable with this pair here. So it's a perfect combination. You can't have one without the other, burger and fries.
Well, I know.
Yeah, you can't. You get onion rings.
Burger and fries.
I'm gonna put mac and cheese and let Geiger break the tie here.
Okay. Ooh. Well, again, I stated
Yeah.
it already. Mac and cheese is delicious, but burger and fries is not going to make me blast shit all over my pants. So, burger and fries it is.
Get to the fucking toilet. Make it to the toilet.
Well,
It
why?
doesn't have to be on your pants.
Well, okay, but if I can eat something that doesn't make me sprint to the toilet like a zombie escaping a room, why
Okay.
wouldn't I?
The next duo, keeping with this theme, toilet and plunger.
Shit and pants. All right.
Shit and box.
Shit and easy. All right. Moving on, we've got kids characters. So, first matchup, Ren and Stimpy versus Itchy and Scratchy.
I never understood the appeal of Ren and Stimpy, I'm going to be honest. That might lose me some fans. I never really found them funny. It just felt more manic and weird for the sake of weird. Itchy and Scratchy's a classic, so Itchy and Scratchy.
I do understand the appeal of Ren and Stimpy. It's great. It's a great classic cartoon. It's hilarious. But Simpsons is my favorite show of all time. So Itchy and Scratchy.
Okay. I, truth be told, have never seen Ren and Stimpy, like not one
That does
time.
not surprise me
Yeah.
because you weren't even allowed to watch fucking He-Man.
Right.
So I'm not sure what.
Classic combo, Andy Griffith and whatever the fuck the Andy Griffith show. All I could watch, guys. Bewitched and the Bewitched guy. I don't fucking know. I realize the witch from Bewitched is not named Bewitched. No one.
It's the only show you could watch where you couldn't think of two characters from Andy Griffith.
Andy Griffith and did he have a dog? I don't- George Jetson and other Jetson. Now, The only thing I know from Ren and Stimpy is the kids at school would constantly sing "Don't Whiz on the Electric Fence," which I assume is a big joke from that show. But that's all I know of it. So
constantly.
Well, for the time period after it came out, I wouldn't say till we graduated.
That's the other strike against Ren and Stimpy was it led to a lot of like annoying kids over quoting it, but you can't really over quote Itchy and Scratchy because it's just like bonk it with mallet or whatever.
Says 3 guys beating the same joke into the turf 200 straight episodes. All right, bottom half of the kids characters bracket, classic combo of Ernie and Bert. Or if you were a knockoff costume store, Bernie and Earl. And SpongeBob and Patrick.
SpongeBob and Patrick, I think if I had been born in that generation, I could have liked SpongeBob because I think it's a little bit funny. Yeah. Like, it's, some of the jokes are not all just kids' jokes.
Yeah.
Whereas Bert and Ernie don't really tell jokes at all. But
in fact, Bert just seems like an asshole. Bert is an asshole.
Bert is an asshole. It's great. Yes. Remember we used to talk about this was my if I had gone to the entertainment industry, I had one pitch in mind. It was to pitch a show called Bert, where it was like a Frasier type show. He was the only puppet. He like moved to New York City and he had human friends and like a human girlfriend and stuff. And he just, he had his pigeons and bottle cap collection and stuff. But it was a spin-off with just him as the only puppet.
Was it a sitcom? Was it funny or was it just like him?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like a 30-minute sitcom, right?
It wasn't like CSI Bert or something where he was like solving crimes or something.
I will second Bert and Ernie. I think I'm too old for SpongeBob, but I also don't think SpongeBob is very funny. And plus, people have made a lot of like videos where they cut Bert and Ernie clips singing to like gangster rap songs like Regulate and Annie Up and stuff, and those are hilarious.
Yeah. The Bert and Ernie Annie Up video,
it's so funny.
It was my top 10 YouTube videos I've ever seen.
Pretty awesome, yeah. I will admit I have seen such little of SpongeBob and Patrick that I literally, as I was like looking through like great duos on the internet and was researching, and I just quickly wrote it down. I realized I had written down SpongeBob and SquarePants, which was the same guy. So caught that one. All right. We're going to move on to another set of classic TV duos, but this one not necessarily.
Wait, we pick the finals?
Oh, okay. Yes, let's finish that off. So Itchy and Scratchy versus Bert and Ernie.
Itchy and Scratchy.
I'm going to go Bert and Ernie because I'll probably start showing Bert and or Sesame Street stuff to my daughter soon. So that gives
so what?
The edge.
You'll eventually show them Itchy and Scratchy too, right?
Right.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh my god, my kids love Simpsons now.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if like kids these days are going to be like, oh, Simpsons is so old or whatever, like it's for old people.
Yeah, unlike Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie.
Hip and happening. Oh man. When you said showing Bert and Ernie, you were just showing the Annie Up video. Then that makes sense.
Yeah, that's exactly right. She loves it. It's also in her top 10 YouTube videos. That's the only one she's seen, so.
It's number 1.
It's number 1 through 10.
I will say I've seen a lot more Bert and Ernie in my day. That was one of the approved shows on the list. Bert and Ernie even beats out classic duos like Andy Griffith and Drunk Guy in the Jail. but I will
Bewitched Guy.
Bewitched Guy.
A show about a female genie.
Male from Bewitched. Female bewitched wife.
Classic duos such as SpongeBob and SquarePants and Andy and Griffith.
But I will take Itchy and Scratchy.
Wait, what did you take?
I'll take Itchy and Scratchy. So
okay,
all right. So we'll leave that half of the bracket. We'll go to the other half.
I can't wait till Itchy and Scratchy takes on Burger and Fries.
It makes a lot of sense. All right, we're gonna move on to more adult classic TV duos now. Not necessarily.
Oh, really?
Well, that's not true. Actually,
adult
that made it sound weird.
Peter North and
Button Dong.
All right, so
Destroyer and Manhandler.
They're not necessarily adult. Now that I've read the list too, so never mind. Let's back that up. All right. So from the
More
X-Files...
adult scenarios like pencil and eraser.
From the X-Files, you have Mulder and Scully, classic TV duo, and Statler and Waldorf from the Muppets. I think this was kind of easy.
Famous adult.
You're right. I realized as soon as I said that.
I never loved X-Files. I think it's fine. It's a little too much mystery box for me, but Statler and Waldorf are probably the two funniest Muppets, or up there. So yep. I'm going to go with them.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to sound like children for this. I just never was into X-Files. I couldn't get into it. Maybe I would like it if I had, but I did like the Muppets quite a bit. I'm going to double that.
Was Laura a big X-Files fan? Because I know she likes Duchovny,
yes,
right?
She loves David Duchovny, and it was from many years of watching X-Files.
Yeah, my wife loves X-Files too. Yeah.
I had a couple friends like in high school that were literally obsessed with it. Like obsessed to the point of like people got obsessed with Lost and Game of Thrones, but never got into it myself. I would also say Statler and Waldorf. Why can't I say Waldorf quickly? Statler and Waldorf. I think they're very, very funny. All right, the other half of the bracket, classic adult matchup of Fred and Barney Flintstone, our good old friends. Only for adults.
Best adult.
Only for adults. And Beavis and Butthead, another highly adult. Well, they are kind of adult subject matter, I guess.
Yeah.
So two assholes and Beavis and Butthead.
Oh.
Yeah, this is like four complete pieces of shit all against each other.
Fred and Barney, as we know, are both dicks, right? We learned that Fred's an ass and Barney also is for reasons. But Beavis and Butthead suffer more from that Ren and Stimpy issue,
correct,
than Ren and Stimpy did, because people imitating Beavis and Butthead was out of control.
Yeah.
I actually think they're funnier now to go back and see than they were when I was a teen. And like, I think after other Mike Judge stuff came out, I maybe could appreciate it a little bit more. So I'm actually, I hate to say it, I'm going to take Fred and Barney actually.
Ooh, wow. Casting a vote. Black as frying pans right there. That was
this
awful.
This is like damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm sure if I went back and watched Beavis and Butthead, I'd find some funny stuff. But yeah, the kids that quoted it, it was like so much of just the Butthead laugh, like actually became people's laughs, like their natural laughs, which was so annoying to me. And so many fucking kids talking about how the Great Cornholio was horrible.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I would at least laugh once if I watched their entire catalog. If I watch the entire Flintstones catalog, I'm not laughing a single fucking time. So I will take Beavis and
Butthead. But to be fair to a lot of those kids, I think some of them did need TP for their bunghole. So,
oh man,
you fucking asshole!
What's it gonna do, Gagger? What are you gonna yabba dabba do here?
So, I am going to light this tournament on fire. That was terrible. That was the worst.
Is that one of the famous lines?
Fire? Well, didn't Beavis always say fire?
He had a
over
pyro phase.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Phase.
He went through a pyro phase.
Really nuanced show about a man coming to grips with his
episodes
adolescence.
10 to 15.
And then he got into heroin. No, I think Chad described it perfectly. Is that yes, the Beavis and Butthead kids in high school were obnoxious, but it at least made me, like, when I saw it at the time, it made me laugh a few times. I think if I watched it now, I would at least laugh. Fred and Barney are like devoid of laughter. I don't know how anyone laughed at that show ever. So I will definitely take B and B, Beavis and Butthead.
It doesn't matter. They're losing to Waldorf and
yeah, they are up against Statler and Ward.
Yeah.
Waldorf. Fucking fuck. Why can't I say Waldorf quickly?
Let's push them through just okay.
All right.
They're not even that great. They are funny. They're a funny
No,
pair.
they're the best duo if they win. Best duo ever.
Look, but they only went up against shit in their bracket.
Yeah.
But they're just like a kind of a throwaway, like two dudes who just rag on people random. They're not even in much of the show.
Well, okay, fine. I looked up like TV duos. Was like two guys from Sanford and Son. I could think it was Sanford and the Son. I'm not sure. And I'm like, I don't fucking know who these people are.
It was Sanford and his son. I don't know what show they're from.
I don't know his son's name.
Wait, so are you going to vote Beavis and Butthead then, Novak? Is that what you're saying?
Laverne and Shirley, like that name.
No, I'm not voting for Beavis and Butthead. But
okay.
I just think when you're looking for more, the bracket called more adult duos.
Well, I
featured two cartoon characters and two puppets.
All right, adult duos. It's Taylor Waldorf versus the Crank Yankers guys. No,
it was Mulder and Scully versus puppets and animated characters.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
Who is your favorite adult, like, from a sitcom or television show duo? Is there someone you can think of?
That's what I mean.
Like
I don't know.
Jon Snow and, somebody.
Or like Jerry and Kramer or something like,
Yeah.
Some of the
I actually loved Perfect Strangers. I don't know if you guys ever watched it.
I almost picked them as one of them. I was worried that you guys maybe didn't watch it because I
ran those dudes to the finals.
I love Balky and Larry.
I never watched it.
Balky and Larry.
I thought it was too niche of a show. That's why I didn't pick it. But I love those guys. I thought about like there's a lot of suggestions around like Laverne and Shirley or like Jack and Kate from Lost. But I'm like, I'm not really Jack and Kate fans or whatever. But anyway, okay.
Yeah, I would have picked Julia and Suzanne Sugarbaker from Designing Women.
You do love that show.
You like that show a lot. All right. Now we're going to move on to the adult. No, there's no more as adults. It is a wild card region where we just throw up anything versus anything. Here we go. Now this is a commonly referenced classic duo, Batman and Robin. Everyone knows Batman and Robin versus another commonly paired duo, Ketchup and Mustard. So classic matchup. What do you guys think? Do you enjoy Batman and Robin more? Or do you enjoy Ketchup and Mustard?
All right. So here's what I'll say.
Go.
I don't like ketchup or mustard. I don't like either of them.
Really?
But I also don't like Robin. And Batman, I'm just a little Batmaned out at this point. But because I do love the Dark Knight movie so much, I'm going to go Batman and Robin.
All right.
I don't like Batman and Robin. I know some people. I like the newer Christopher Nolan movies, and I like the old Tim Burton movies fine. I could give two shits about him as a superhero or the comic or anything.
Yeah.
We have a friend who fucking loves Batman. And he's obsessed with Batman. I just don't care that much about him, even about superheroes in general.
But Novak, he's the world's greatest detective.
I remember he gave me a graphic novel to read, and I read it in like a day or two, and I returned it to him. He was like, "You're done already?" I'm like, "It's a fucking comic book. What are we gonna find?" Like 2 words on each panel. Like, no,
you were supposed to come on every single panel.
None of these pages are stuck together. I don't even think he's the world's greatest detective. I think Sherman Holmes is much better.
Sherman Holmes. Helmut Holmes is much better.
I actually like ketchup and mustard a lot. I put them on burgers, which is another part of this tournament. So I'm going ketchup and mustard. All
right, so we got to break a tie. I will admit I do like Batman a fair amount, not nearly as much as our other friend. I could get over that the cowl doesn't perfectly shape his fucking face or whatever his other goddamn problems were, but our friend's problems, not Batman's, to be clear. But I will take Batman and Robin over ketchup and mustard. Ketchup and mustard are quality staples of any kitchen. I like them both. I want them on hot dogs, but which I know is also something terrible to say in Chicago, I guess, but fuck all you.
I like them too.
Yeah, all right, you with me. Okay, and this last matchup. Okay, this is a key one in the entire battle here. So you've got nature's most natural pairing, cock and balls, versus...
Just covers his face in shame.
Oh, don't be embarrassed.
You're talking about like roosters and tennis balls, right?
Yes, the most nature's pairing. Those roosters that come out holding tennis balls.
Roosters famously love tennis. 30 love.
30 love. They call like chickens and also can talk in tennis scores.
The score is 30 love. That's how they wake you up.
All right. No, I meant penises and testicles, though. Just be clear.
Okay.
Cock and balls and absolutely anything and anyone on the planet, plus international icon and sitcom star Alf. So,
What?
cock and balls or Alf plus X. You can pick. What do you think?
Do I have to fill it in with something?
No, you just gotta. The
Just
strength
Alf
of
paired
Alf
with
should
anything?
be enough, my friend. Alf or cock
Alf
and
and
balls.
mystery partner.
Okay, so what if it's Alf and just balls?
Alf and Sanford.
No son. That was like the fourth most famous duo. That crossover episode they had.
All right, I'm gonna fill in the X, and I'm gonna vote Alf and German Holmes. That's what
German.
I'm.
All right. Novak.
Yeah, I'm not voting cock and balls. I'm not even...
All right.
Alf and Sanford.
Looks like you guys agree with me. Alf is great. All right, that's clear.
Oh my god, this is the worst. I gotta pair these guys against Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin and Alf. What do you got?
When has Robin been portrayed well? Like
Never.
When was there a Robin? Someone's like, yeah, that Robin kicks ass. Like nobody.
I'm
right?
sure in the comics there's been a good Robin because there's been a million Robins. But
Technically, like Joseph Gordon-Levitt was Robin in the third Nolan movie, and he was
doing
all right,
Robin
I
stuff.
guess.
Yeah.
One
One of the Robins got beat to death with a crowbar, I think.
What?
I'm serious. I read some article about it. Like the comic book writers let the fans vote if Robin should die or not, and they all did. So Joker beat the shit out of him with a crowbar, and he died.
Wow.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sorry. I take that back. Sanford beat him to death with a crowbar.
That leads right into the next round.
Uh-huh.
I'm not voting for Batman and Robin. I'm voting for Alf and Crowbar.
Alf and Crowbar. Chad.
Okay, so do I vote for Batman and Robin or do I vote for Alf and Robin? I'm gonna go vote for Batman and Robin.
All right, so wait, we have one vote for each?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I pick Batman and Robin or I stay on brand with my terrible joke?
Or do you want something that's not a duo to win the duo tournament?
All right, yeah, I'll take Batman and Robin. Okay, so Batman and Robin. I also say Batman and Robin because Batman and Robin is such a ubiquitous duo that even like sports teams constantly refer to like they've got their Batman, they need their Robin. Like the second best player is always referred to.
They are the dynamic Robin duo, actually.
Right.
Like they're literally in the name.
It's in the name.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, now let's go back to our other half. It is time for Burger and Fries versus Itchy and Scratchy. Just what you thought you'd be doing today.
Okay, this is easy for me. I'll go burger and fries. I ate a burger as recently as yesterday and fries. I did love The Simpsons growing up, but I have not watched The Simpsons in 15 years, probably. So,
wouldn't you also say though that you were itchy as recently as yesterday?
I'm scratchy that itchy right now.
I love The Simpsons, but Itchy and Scratchy is not the best part of The Simpsons by a long shot.
No.
Poochie so there's many other duos from The Simpsons I'd be picking easy.
Well, who would you quickly pick as a duo?
Lenny and Carl.
Yeah, Lenny and Carl's a great one, but again, they're not. I don't know. Even like, Homer and Marge. I'll tell
Homer
you.
and Bart.
I thought about Homer and Bart, but they're really not referred to as a duo. You know what I mean? Like there's just two characters.
Bart and Sideshow Bob, I guess.
Yeah, or Krusty and Sideshow Bob, maybe.
Lisa and Michael Jackson that one time.
Whoa, okay. All right, so we got one vote each, or no?
No. I'm saying they're not the best, so I'm taking Burger and Fries.
Burger
to the finals.
Fries. All right, will Burger and Fries face off with the dynamic duo itself, or will it face off with two old Muppets?
Say their names. Which Muppets are those?
Statler and W. Statler and Waldorf. Versus Batman and
I'll go first Robin. Because I can't. I'm gonna push Batman and Robin to the finals here. I do wonder where he gets those wonderful toys, but I'm not going to put him into the finals. So I'm going Statler and Waldorf.
Okay. Yeah, same. Statler and Waldorf way more entertaining than Batman and Robin.
All right, guys, this is a huge momentous decision from there on here. Fucking A. From there on here, I'm fucking hammered. This will be known as the greatest duo to ever grace the earth. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be Burger and Fries or Statler and Waldorf? I fucking did it. Nailed it.
Chad, go ahead.
Okay. I do love a Burger and Fries, but I think it would be funnier if Statler and Waldorf won, so I'm going Statler and Waldorf.
Novak shaking his head.
Plus, I want to keep making Geiger say Waldorf.
Statler and Waldorf have some funny comments, right? That's true.
They sure do.
Yeah, they have good lines.
Funny
I'm not going to
comments
say
all
they
over
don't.
the place.
But they've got maybe 1 to 2 lines per movie / episode of the Muppet Show. They're funny, but they're very like side character. Burger and Fries, if you are a piece of shit like me who gives no care for his health, a big part of my life, right? So I'm taking, you can do many different things with Burger and Fries. Burger and Fries is a much better combo than Statler and Waldorf. Now, Geiger picked the opposite, so I could be angry.
I mean, Burger and Fries never made you laugh. Not once.
No, and now what if it was Burger and Waldorf salad? No, yeah, what
if it was Burger and Fries versus Statler and Wald Alf?
What if it's Gandalf and Waldalf? All right, look, I like a good Burger and Fries. I really do.
Oh my God.
I know, I really truly do like Burger and Fries. However,
but nobody leads by explaining the one they're going to pick first.
However,
I really like Burger and Fries. Slam dunk Burger and Fries.
Here's my reasoning. Now, Burger and Fries are good, and that's why I picked them. Now, I am sometimes prone, in fact, more often than not, will get, if you give me an option between a good onion ring and a good fry, I'll take a good onion ring.
Wow.
Notice onion ring is one of the fucking options. Burgers are good. If there's a great chicken sandwich there, great fish sandwich, great anything else, I'll probably get that.
Yeah.
What I won't do is replace 2 hilarious old men in my Muppets.
Fuck you. If you could, let's say the rest of your life, you have to take one of these things out of your life for the rest of your life. You're going to take Burger and Fries out of your life before these 2 fucking Muppets.
No, I can't even tell you the last time I saw Statler and Waldorf. I'd live just fine without him. But fuck it, I don't want to. Like, well, the other thing is, though, that would be good for your health.
But fuck it.
But that would be good for your health to take out Burger and Fries, right? A doctor would recommend that. What doctor would recommend depriving yourself of Statler and Waldorf? No.
Probably Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, I'm going to guess.
Look, it's my fucking tournament. I think Burger and Fries are fantastic, and I would much rather have them in my life. But I think it's hilarious that we could now declare the best duo of all time.
I was lying. I just wanted to hear you defend them. I'm actually voting Burger and Fries.
No! No!
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No! Oh, man. Oh, well. All right. Bonus bracket.
I hated to bitch on them because I actually really liked the Muppets. I loved them growing up.
Doesn't sound like it.
I know, that's why I felt bad ragging on them, but they just weren't even the best part of the Muppets. Just like Itchy and Scratchy weren't the best part of the Simpsons.
All right, well.
Yeah, I do like Swedish Chef a lot.
Well, right, but Swedish Chef in what? The lobster that he throws in the pot? There's no duo there, Chad. All right. Well, Burger and Fries.
Swedish Chef and Boomerang Fish Guy.
Louis. All right. So, Burger and Fries, I guess, is the winner of the duo tournament.
Wow.
Begrudgingly. All these great options, we wind up with fucking Burger and Fries. Come on.
Great options.
All these adult
you
options.
gave us fucking Beavis and Butthead.
There was no...
And Alf and Blank.
Okay. Maybe they were chosen more for humor purposes than they were for scientific reasons.
This tournament featured neither Sanford nor Son, so this is on you.
All right, let's... Little Peanut Butter's in the lead. what Turtles, which was the star of the show, has got a chance to beat it. So Turtles, of course, many people probably had them. Now I feel like they're called Turtles other places, but if it's not this company, they're not called that. So a lot of times I looked at other varieties and they're called like pecan clusters and things like that. So it is a caramel nut cluster. It's got pecans, it's got caramel. Looks exactly like a turtle that you would find in nature.
I don't know if I've had these before.
You've never had a turtle?
Well, I don't eat a lot of nut stuff, like, generally. I don't know if I really even taste pecans. I mean, I see that they're in there, but, like, the caramel is, like, the dominant flavor, I feel like.
Yeah, because I don't love pecans on their own.
Right.
But, yeah, the taste of the nuts in here is not making me dislike it. All right, I'm up first. A turtle is a solid snack. I'm not going to go to a store and seek out turtles because there's slightly better versions where the turtle doesn't offer anything new. It's little Snickers in performance with its nut and its caramel and chocolate. It's solid. And like I said, don't like pecans, but it doesn't stop me from liking this. It's not a perfect snack. I can go to it. If it's at a party, someone handed it to me, I'd eat it. I'm going to give this a mid-level like that. Geiger, what do you think?
You love pecans, right, Geiger?
I do like pecans a lot. I do think Chad hit, like, the fact that I like pecans is kind of moot, though, because Chad's correct in that you don't taste them. It's mostly just, you taste caramel. Yeah. Caramel and chocolate's still a good mix. And then the nuts at least give it a little crunch. I guess you could call me the master of disguise, because I'm not too turtly for the Turtle Club. I think, I have to reference no it'll fucking get.
I got it. I appreciated it. I'm going to be the master of disguise. I saw that movie and it's the only line I remember from it.
I think you might be the only person who saw it.
I was the only person in the theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was like second weekend it was out or something.
You were the master of disguise. You were disguising yourself as a crowd of people.
It was the premiere. It was you and Dana Carvey.
Mike Myers said he would show up. Oh, wait, is he in it? Mike Myers?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it was just Dana Carvey, the master of disguise. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, it's fine. I'm torn between an indifferent and a like. I like it, fine. I wish there was a little less caramel, a little more like that the pecan had something to do with it. But at the end of the day, it's good. So a low level like that for me. 3 likes today for me, I guess. But maybe I'm just in a giving mood, but I'm going to eat the third one, so it's pretty.
But your favorite here is the Kit Kat, right? From today?
Yeah.
All right, here's where we stand. A Little Peanut Butter had 2 likes and an indifferent. And Turtles currently has 2 likes, which means if Chad is just feeling so-so about this, we could have a tie. But if he's wavering one way or the other, that's going to decide the match. Chad?
Well, it is interesting because I don't understand why the pecans are in here. Like, you don't even taste them. There's not even really enough in there to provide texture. The caramel just dominates. It comes at you. And, like, you compared it to a Snickers, Novak, and the Snickers you can feel the peanut. It's got the nougat in there, right? There's other stuff. Like, this might as well just be a Milky Way for a weirdly shaped Milky Way, right? Like, it's only caramel. It's too much caramel. And the caramel's fine. It's not like a disgusting caramel like some of the other stuff we've tried. But, like, that's all I taste. And it seems very pointless to me. It's not offensive, but this is going to end up just getting an indifferent to that for me. So we do have a tie here.
Wow. Fuck me sideways. The fact that you guys could possibly pick that peanut thing over a turtle is fucked. That is so fucked. I don't get that at all.
I gave them both likes. What are you talking to me for?
If you're going to reach for one of the two of these, you reach for Little Peanut Butter? Really?
No, I almost gave it a love.
Wow.
I would say probably of the 3, I would rank them Kit Kat, Turtle, Peanut thing. But I do think the peanut thing was really good. I love peanut butter, and it was, like, tasty. It tasted like peanut butter.
So we do have a tie. Yeah. And Geiger, you were the one who gave 2 likes, and you slightly gave the edge to Turtles. So if it went to OT, Turtles would get the win. But a couple of things that we can give overall positive scores to that we would recommend. So a pretty decent episode. I actually wasn't expecting that when we got these snacks. So Geiger, where can listeners contact us?
If you enjoy Kit Kat Duos, if you enjoy Statler and Waldorf, and think that they're clearly a better option than Burger and Fries, If you've escaped an escape room, or if you're still stuck in one, listening to a podcast in a closet, waiting for someone to find you as a zombie, you can give us a reach. Give us a reach. That's a social media thing, right?
Give our cock and balls a reach.
Like if you're around and want to reach, give us a listen, a like, subscribe.
That famous duo of reaching and around.
If you have a trombone, let's say it's rusty. You can get a hold of us at youtrythat@gmail.com. Was it me or the trombone in that scenario? You can get a hold of us at youtrythat@gmail.com. We're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we are on Facebook, You Tried That. We have a Twitter handle, #YouTriedThat. Please let us know what you think. Suggest snacks for the podcast. Tell us if we were right or wrong on our ratings. Leave a question for the mailbag. And as always, thanks for listening.
Now, Chad did play an instrument back in 3rd grade, and we learned about notes. But Geiger, you were the longest instrument playing of us all.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
And what master level of saxery did you reach?
Oh man, I was a sax master. I can't say it any other way. Kenny Loggins learned from me. No, I played.
Kenny Loggins play the sax? You think about Kenny G?
You're right, I was. Kenny Loggins is the Top Gun guy, right?
Kenny G. The G stands for log in.
Remember?
Famous duo, Kenny Loggins and a sax.
Remember that Top Gun song? Like, and then wicked sax solo came in the middle. No.
If you had to pick up a sax today, how would that go?
Poor. So I played from like 7th grade all the way through my junior year of college, I think. And I actually stopped when I had my surgery. I think I've talked about before, but part of my lip is numb from a surgery.
You played through your junior year of college? I knew you by then.
I know.
Were you just like, you went to your room and quietly played the sax?
Yep, that's me. Yeah, no, look.
You'd be walking down the street and just every time you turned your back, you just hear this. And then, like, flip back around. He's like, what? Nothing.
Yeah, I was like constantly either playing gigs or getting laid. Right? All right. So I'm sorry.
I'd be trying to sleep and I would hear Baker Street like playing out.
I played a lot. I played the instrumental for Sax Man with Jack Black. Beep. No, I stopped playing because my lip was numb, and so I think I actually picked it up again when we were filming something, like a movie with each other, and I had to play saxophone for some reason, or let Dave play it or something like that.
Yeah, my brother played
and
it.
I tried to play some, and I had forgotten. I could do the mouth part still. I could read the music a little bit. I just forgot some of the fingerings. I still have my sax somewhere. I bet you I could play something. I could reteach myself, but it's been a while. And
Chad, you did not play instrument, but your voice was an instrument because you were a theater man.
Mm-hmm. I played the trombone for 3 years in band, and then I quit and joined the choir for 1 year, which was 6th grade, and then I had a terrible singing voice, so I left that, and then joined the theater where with my naturally loud voice just projecting everywhere.
Did you play Kenny G in the Kenny Loggins story? Is that what I heard? Danger Zone, my life is Kenny Loggins.
I remember in Sound of Music I played Nazi number 2, and I had one line where I just ran up on stage and went brrr.
Why did that one Nazi have a trombone?
No, it's just from my mouth.
Oh.
You also played Nazi number 2 in the German Home Story, didn't you?
Yeah. I was always cast as a Nazi. I don't know why.
What was the joke we had about Nazi number 2 and there's some F weird.
It was that I rewrote.
You cut this out. I just don't.
Yeah, it was that I rewrote it to so that Maria von Trapp married Nazi number 2.
All right. Well, go listen to that episode. It's really funny.
Probably better
than this one. So. All right. Well, that'll do it for this time. We'll be back next time when we're trying out 3 brand new things.
Yes.
Yep.